銀河鉄道39
Okay, let's read Chapter 2 of Volume 12 of Galaxy Express 39. This is going to be a long chapter. It's like 60 pages. We're actually going to attempt to read half of it because the front half appears to be light on dialogue. But probably the back half will be 2 sections. We'll see. Whatever. But we're seeing our normal sort of start here. We see the train in space and our opening paragraph thing. Let's see what we got. The title will be on the next page. Okay, we appear to have some sort of quotation. Where does the quotation end? There. Okay, so this is some sort of quotation. 常識が常識として通用しないところがある。Common sense, 常識。So there are places that exist where it's not popular use of common sense. Common sense and using it as common sense not doing places exist. Or maybe it is common sense that there are places in the universe that exist where common sense doesn't get used. 丸が陽角なところもある。宇宙は広い。Okay, and so round also in square places also exists. Round also in square places, four corner places also exists. Okay. 宇宙は広い. As for places in the universe, it's wide. So many places widely across the universe where these things happen. Common sense not being used in a common sense way, and round things as square things. This is probably a way to say like round peg in a square hole type of thing. Anyway, 行ってみなければわからないところがたくさんある. And going, and if you don't look, won't understand places, many of those exist. 本で読んだ知識など、クソの役にも立たない. And then also being true or being original and written knowledge and things like that. Crappy things are also not useful. All right, maybe this section will take actually a lot longer. I have no idea what's going. This is all, again, part of this quotation. Chishiki is just like knowledge. Yeah, knowledge, information. Oh, in books. In books, read information and things like that being crappy yaku. Yaku ni tatsu is to be useful. And so this is yaku ni mo tatanai is to be not useful. Yeah. To be of no avail, to be useless. So yeah, in books, the knowledge that's read and things like that are not useless crap. It's useless crap, the knowledge that's read in books. Okay, so a lot of things in this quotation. To fungaite. So the to is to say that that's the quotation. Fungaite. Fungai shite. Fungai is indignation or resentment. Doing indignation and dying. Shinda no wa prokishion きしおんの探検家ゴール、ゴーレ、ゴーレ教授だ. Goodness. Professor, right. Okay, so and then Tankenka, isn't that explorer? Yeah, okay. Okay, so the Professor Gore, who was like an explorer of Proxion, Furokushion, who died and did resentment saying all that stuff. So that's what happened. This person died in Proxion, whatever this is, and was doing resentment. He was very resentful or indignant, saying all these things about the universe. Uchu Reki 2002 nen. So space history or space era 2002 year, that's the year. 1月1日のことである. On the New Year's. On the first day of that year, that's what existed. Okay, there we go. That's how we're opening up this this chapter. And from that, it sounded like a lot of opposition, opposites, right? Common sense being used in a non-common sense way, round things in square places, etc. So here we go, chapter 2, Mizu no Kuni no Cheyenne. The country, or the country of water, and that's the name, which sounds like Cheyenne. Cheyenne. Okay, we're not getting a thing there, but that's fine. So like Cheyenne, I'll just call it Cheyenne. Cheyenne, the country of water. We get a Guam. And don't see anything yet, but we're getting the usual opening here. Although the Shasho-san is here too, which is a little unusual. Hen da na. 列車が変揺れ方やきしむ音を立ってるよ。故障かな? Okay, let me lighten that up a little. So it's strange, you know. The train, strange way of shaking. And kishimu, jarring sound is like, I guess, doing, you know? Is it a breakdown, I wonder? Okay, so so I guess that's what we're getting here is there's a little, you can barely see it. There's a biki sound right there. Really hard to see it in there. I think that's a B and not a do. And then we get this gyumu, which is not the normal train sound. Oh, ha, 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 ha. And the train car here looks a little bit askew. So that's what I was. So ne, dasen shita mitai na henna shindo ne. It is that way, you know. It's right. It's like did derailment, a strange reverberation. Shindo. Yeah, a strange oscillation or vibration. Matomo janai wa. It's not, matomo means like fair and square, so it's not normal. Yeah, it's not normal. Mada tsugi no aki made hakanari aru. Or is that made wa? I think it's haka. Hakanari. Oh no, kanari. It is wa. Kanari ari. Okay, so mada tsugi no aki made wa kanari aru. Hazu desu ka? So it ought to be still considerable until the next station still, meaning is a considerable distance. Speedo ga ochimashita. The speed has dropped. Okashii desu yo. Hai. It's strange, indeed. Okay, so something strange is going on with the train. Oh boy. Whoa. Definitely not normal. Definitely not good. Ikemasen, kore wa mattaku ijou desu. This is no good. As for this, it's completely abnormal. It's completely not normal. Okay, we get the engine car, computer, talking. Chui seyo. So do caution. Be careful. Kyoryo na teishi yokyū wo jushin shita. A strong stop. A strong stop. Yokyū. Demand. Request. Yokyū o jushin. Did receipt. Did reception of a firm request for stopping strongly. Yokyū ni shitagawaneba hakai sareru. Okay, so if not obeying the demand, the request, destruction will be done. Okay. Now, the idea of like a jushin, a request, a demand was done. It's not clear who or what they're talking about. But there's again an implied also with the passive voice, right? Destruction will be done. Interesting. Not clear if that's like just a natural cause thing, like if they don't stop, the train will be destroyed because it's dangerous, or if someone is saying it will be destroyed. All right, well, there's the train corkscrewing still and a gleam of some sort in the distance. Engine car, computer continues. Kyosei chakuriku yokyū desu. So it's the request for again, like a strong landing.
Hello there.
Oh, an enforced landing. It's a request, a demand for a forced landing. Kiken desu kara, because it's dangerous. Yokyū ni ojimasu, will comply, because it's dangerous, will comply with the demand. Oji. Yeah, will respond, will comply with. Okay. Soto ni hoiyokyu da wa tetsuro. Soto, appropriate, proportional. Yeah, a befittingly wild demand it is, tetsuro. Yeah, or rough. It's a proportionally appropriate, befitting, rude, or rough demand, tetsuro. こっちはおかげでコブだらけだよ. As for this direction, as for me, thanks to that, and like, yeah, thanks to that, kobu, I'm covered in kobu. Bumps, lumps, protrusions, swelling, etc. Okay, so it is kind of a rough ride, apparently. June. All right. Maybe that was that gleaming thing in the distance. Now they're closer to it or something. Not clear what's going on here. Oh, okay. Apparently that is like at least got some water on it or something. So suddenly the train is zuban. No idea what's going on here. The title of the chapter was The Country of Water. So here's the water, I guess. Okay. 이키나리海水浴 なんて 무차쿠차다. Okay, suddenly, abruptly, ocean water. Yoku? Yoku. Sea bathing. Yeah, suddenly like we're swimming or whatever. This is crazy. Suddenly, abruptly, sea bathing. It's crazy. Amamori ga suru yo. This is probably Tetsuro. Amamori ga suru yo. Shirudo ga yaburareta na. Amamori is like a rain leak, which you can see the water is leaking in. Amamori. Yeah, a roof leak. So a roof leak is doing. So the roof is leaking. The shield is destroyed, I guess. The shield is not working. Okay. So we get this picture of the train going through the water here. All right, it looks like it's going to be coming out. We get more from the computer. Computer is saying, 陸地を探して停止します. Okay, so land searching. Searching for land will do stopping. Will do train stopping. Teishi. Rikuchi is like a landing spot or something. Or just land. Yeah, searching for land will do stop. Sensa ni kosho rashiki mono o kosho rashiki mono o kanji zenpo ni kiro. Okay, 2 kilometers. Oh, in the head direction. So on the sensors or by the sensors, broken rashiki mono. Okay, I think that Rashiki is just Rashi. Anshi. Perception. Okay. The perception of seeming breakdown by the sensors. Directly ahead 2 kilometers. Oh, I guess maybe it's about the land. Searching for land will do stopping on the sensors, which seem to be broken. I guess perceiving directly ahead 2 kilometers. So the train's coming out of the water. We get another full couple of pages. This is what I meant about a lot of art here at the front part of the chapter. So we get a whole as the train comes in. Not quite clear what this is. Maybe we'll see as they get closer here. Okay. Mol shiniso. So like we're gonna die. Already dying or already seeming to die. Zushin. Shoo. I think that's the train stopping. Okay. Oh, okay. That's now there's the water. This is the island, and that's the train on the land. It looks like there's some like flaming stuff flying around here. All right, so the train did find land, and it has come to a stop. Korea setsukai sekai no koto da yo. Yoku umaku tomatta mon da. Okay, so as for this thing, sekai. Is it setsukai? Huh, what does this mean? It's like literally severed ocean. Severed oceans. Koto, something about the island. Solitary island. What would sekai mean? Can we get it in the Jisho? No, not coming up with anything there. Setsu. Or is it Zetsu? Is it Zekai? Oh, it's Zekai. Distant seas. Okay, Zekai. It's okay. Anyway, it's It's a solitary island of distant seas. I guess try to emphasize the isolation of it. Well, skillfully stopped a thing. So it stopped well. Kikai no zankai ga aru wa. Machines wreckage? Zankai? Remains? Like ruins? Zangai. Ruins wreckage. For whatever reason, the printing on the furigana seems to be really poor. Or it's... Anyway, okay. So anyway, again, the wreckage of machines existing. So that's, I guess, what this is supposed to be. This is apparently wreckage, ruins of machines. なんでこんなところへ退社させられたんでしょうか? Why in this sort of a place, train stopping being made to happen, I wonder. でも、外は空気がきれいで気持ちがいいよ. But as for the outside, the atmosphere is pretty and the mood is good. It feels good. 果物もあるわ. Fruit also exists. There's also fruit. 食べ物は十分. And as for food, it's ample. It's plenty. 楽園みたいに見えるけど、ここは like paradise, it's visible. So it looks like paradise. But, as for this place, しかし、周りは見渡す限り水ばかり. But as for the surroundings, as far as the eye can see, as far as looking, it's nothing but water. あんまりブル。暖かいところでもないんだな。ブル。What is this supposed to mean? Anmari, like not very much buru. Warm place not existing, isn't it? So it's not a very warm place. It's very much buru. Is he talking about the water? It's very blue. Okay, so anmari, if it's not with a negative verb, although the negative verb here is, he may be saying it's not very a warm place, isn't it? I'm not sure what the buru is supposed to be doing there, though. Because again, anmari can mean very much, but if it's with a negative verb, it means not very much. And so he's saying either it's very much blue, maybe the water, and then a warm place not existing. It's not a warm place. Or he may just be saying it's not a very warm place. I'm not sure what to make again of the buru, which he kind of stops. That's what this little tsu is. He starts to say buru, and then atatakai, he says. But I can't think of anything that means like warm. That would sound like buru, something that he would stop. Anyway, okay. He's looking at something and notices something. Oh. Korewa. Like, what's this? As for this thing? So he's looking in the water, and that's what he sees. Now, this chapter's a little bit odd. So we get this little art thing, which we see occasionally. There's a couple strange stops like this. So I did look ahead to see about what we're going to do here. There's this now. It's like a 2-page art. So this would suggest this was like maybe the end of the serialization, right? And the story continued next week or whatever in the publication. And so there's some middle art or something, but it's all part of the same story. Either way, enjoy the art. And we continue. Okay, so what Tetsuro was looking at, he can see some sort of city down there. You can see the cars and like buildings. Okay. So what do we have here? 陸上は人一人ないのに、水中はなんだか混雑してるよね、鉄路? Okay, so as for the land, ひと、ひ、ひとこ一人 is not a single soul. So as for the land, not a single soul existing. So, but even so, as for inside the water, somehow 混雑 it seems to be doing confusion or congestion, meaning of people. It seems to be congested with people, doesn't it, Tetsudo? メートルすごい都市が海の中にあるみたいだよ. Yeah, メートル, an incredible city inside the ocean existing appears to be. You know? わけがわからないわ. Yeah, I don't know the reason. Like, I don't know why. And here he is. That's his head there with his hat. Okay. And then this is the other, right? So then it's like there's another art. So I couldn't figure out how this thing was being serialized. So that's why I just decided to read to a certain point. And we'll pause here eventually. Okay. So here's now apparently the view from down in the city. Something is shooting up, or shoon. Column of water shooting up. Nani ka dete kuru zo! Something's coming out. Nani ka dete kuru zo. What is going on with Meiteru there? Is she on her... Where is she standing? Oh, anyway. Okay, we get a scene from the train now. The train speaks. Chui seyo. Do caution. Be careful. Hiken butai sekin shitsutsuari. Shitsutsuari. What? Shitsutsu. Okay, shitsutsuaru is to be doing, to be in the process of doing. Okay, tsutsu can mean to continue to do something, so that's suru, shitsutsuari, and existing. Okay, so a dangerous object approaching is in the process of doing. So there's a dangerous object in the process of approaching. Hijou ni kiken. It's exceedingly dangerous. Or yeah, an emergency, extraordinarily dangerous. Yeah, hijou ni. I need to zoom in here. Sorry, you can see the next page is a full page too. We just see the whole train there. 乗客、乗務員は直ちに車両内に避難せよ. So the customers, the passengers, and the crew, as for them, immediately into the interior of the cars, the carriages, do retreat. So telling the riders to immediately retreat to inside the train. Okay. All right. Apparently whatever shot out kept going. All right. And there, this is kind of the halfway point of the chapter. Kind of the halfway point of the chapter. So roughly 30 pages through. It's another 30 pages, a lot more dialogue. It'll pick up with a lot more action going on in dialogue. Might have to break up the next two sections or the next section into two. We'll see. But that will be the pause point for this chapter. We'll try to finish off this thing, or at least get into the next part when we pick it up next time. Chapter 2.